So, do you have any advice for somebody's right now in college, like I'm going to be a teacher, or in high school thinking I'm going to go to college to be a teacher? What advice do you have for them that are coming up and want to do that?
I would say you have to love kids. You have to love kids, and you have to, whether they're black, white, Hispanic, Russian, whatever they are, you have to love kids, and you have to see that kid as just being a kid. You know, my former principal used to say to us, every day you have to come back here and you have to be able to forgive that child, you know, because they're a child. You got to look at it as if we're talking about a 12-year-old. You're the adult, you know. They're thinking like a 12-year-old, you know, and so you have to be able to put it, anything that happened that day before, you got to be able to put that behind you. You got to be able to have patience. You got to love what you're doing. I would say you have to make sure that you can get a rapport. You may not be able to get a rapport with all the students, but you do need to go in there and you need to make sure that you respect them and make sure that they're respecting you.
Right.
You know, you have to be able to do that also. I would say if your heart ain't in it, don't do it, because you have to have a heart for this job. You have to have a heart for it. If you don't have a heart for it, if you don't care about these kids, they know. They know, they can see right through you. I try really, really hard to be transparent with my students. You know, they know that I care. I care about every last one, even my more difficult ones. I cared about them. I would pull them in the hall. We would have heart-to-hearts, you know, because a lot of times you can deal with those kids one-on-one better than you can when they're in front of their friends.
Right.
You know. So those are some of the things that I would tell them, like, and don't give up so easily. You know, a lot of the younger group, they give up. They give up on the student. Don't give up on that student that easily. You know, try different things, and you may not be able to do it this way. You might have to try other ways. You might have to go to another teacher and get some advice from them. Don't be afraid to say, I don't know. You know,
Right.
Those would be some of the things that I would say. You know, that would be my advice to someone coming into education.
Right.